Welcome to Hogwarts Legacy, Part 3. In the last episode, we got put into Slytherin. We also had a couple of trouble where we learned a whole bunch of new spells and stuff. We got Lumos, and then we got Revelio, and then we got our basic attack. We got I can use my heal potions, and also I can block when I'm attacking. I started half of this recording, but then I realized I wasn't recording. So all of
Must be different starting Hogwarts in your 5th year.
Wonder where they're from.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon. Like that old man from the history.
Did you see the way they just waltzed in at the end of the sorting ceremony last night? Can't imagine starting a new school this late.
A little room, everyone. Let them through.
Okay, let's talk to Sebastian over here.
I suppose. No.
And we're gonna talk to him about some spells.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you and Fig are all right.
And I said it was exciting.
Dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
But let's talk about your book.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
What do you mean? Are you talking about spells that can't be learned at Hogwarts, buddy?
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
Could he be talking about forbidden spells? Who knows?
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me.
Now, every single time there's cutscene or dialogue, I will be quiet and let it leave it so you guys can hear it.
By heart. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Okay, let's talk.
Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't
Wizard
say I
chess.
didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps
Well, I wish you were
Professor
there.
Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kogawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make
He
the
makes
time.
it.
There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Okay. Interesting names. And let's talk to you.
I think I heard one. Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice
He
to meet you,
seems
Ominous.
blind.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sourced into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Well, it's nice to meet you, man.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
So we just...
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Okay. Guess we're gonna go meet Professor Weasley. Outside the common room, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens here.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now,
True.
in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Interesting.
Here you are.
Spellbook? Ooh.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year.
Nice.
You would
Let's
be
go.
wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
It's basically anything I
way.
learned, it will remember it for me.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Nice.
Do keep up.
What do you mean? I'm right behind you and I can't sprint.
Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide?
Okay.
Revelio!
Nothing happened, lady. Do I have to be in this specific spot? Yep, I do. Statue. Shape-shifting water demon navigate to Ireland and Great Britain, which often takes the form of a long maned horse. The longest kelpie ever reported is the Loch Ness monster. Oh my gosh, the Loch Ness monster. That's what it means. The Loch Ness monster. You just unlocked a field guide challenge. Your progress towards completing the challenges appear here. Field guide challenges are the only way to acquire experience points or XP. Okay. That is a lot of things. This is your wizarding level. XP earned from the challenges increase your level and power. Your field guide tracks your current challenge's progress. Select the challenge menu to continue. Okay. Collecting your first guide page unlock the new challenge category. New challenges you unlock throughout your adventure will appear here. Discover field guide pages around the world. Okay, I guess that's what I'm doing. Each challenge has tiers. Special rewards unlocked at each tier to help you complete, from appearance to critical upgrades. Nice. Rewards must be claimed from challenge menu. Come back often to collect rewards you've unlocked. Got it.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Got it. And all because I unlocked Revelio. So what's this one do? Okay, this tells me where... Ah, that's what that right D-pad does. Okay. What's that? Is this for a challenge?
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your
Okay.
field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Okay. So if I find a flue flame, I can just teleport there. Hogwarts is divided into two main areas. The left side of the map, where students and professors live, and includes the house, common rooms, and the Great Hall. Okay. So here, flue flame. The grand staircase. That's the grand staircase. Okay, what's this? That's the grand staircase. What's this? Just part of the grand staircase. So if I go to these other areas and lock it, I can teleport there. Okay. What, do I need to teleport here? Welcome to Hogwarts, Professor Weasley said. She has more to show me. I should follow her to see what's on her mind. Okay. Select the grand staircase region to continue. In his view from the region, green flow flames represent flames you've discovered, including your own house, common room. Gray flue flames reveal the location of undiscovered flames. The right side of the map is where you'll find academic points of interest, including the astronomy tower, library, and greenhouse. Select the library region. Okay. Select. There. So I could just travel there now?
And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can
Got
get
it.
almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Got it.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Okay.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd
Okay.
like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Terribly.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Okay, well, okay, then
You
Hogsmeade.
mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you,
Thank
Professor.
you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
Should we tell her? She's probably
We
trusting.
did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you.
Okay, Professor
Good luck
Fig.
today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Okay, Professor Fig. After all of the things I've learned, the one question is what does Professor Weasley teach and what does Professor Fig teach?
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
Okay. Quests will further the story and unlock new features and grant XP. Some quests are locked behind spells and or level requirements. In caves, you will need to have a level requirement and or a required spell to activate the quest. Got it. New spells can be earned by completing professors' assignments or as quests rewards. Perfect. Track quests with the X button. Oh, so I just place waypoint then.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Got it. Charm compass. Nice. Oh, so it actually like makes something. How do I get over there? Ah, there we go. I want to see what this chest is over here. Is it here? Well, let's...
Revelio.
Ah, so it's on the other side. It was in that room. Got it. And here. Open. Maybe I can unlock it later. Or I can do Revelio. Maybe I need a certain number of these certain things. Like I need a spider. Looks like... Yeah, probably need those things to get in there. Okay, that works. Thank you. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. Defense against the Dark Arts Tower. Wow.
You should be more careful.
Ah. A chest. Well, how do I open you? Do I...
Revelio.
Maybe it's a future spell. Probably a future spell. Okay, up here. Up these stairs. Defense against the Dark Arts. Here it is.
Is that all you've got?
Oh,
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it.
nice.
Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Steady your wand and guide to the symbols. Okay. There we go. Levioso.
Levioso.
Wow, he got a first try. He's also good with
Now,
magic.
let's try something a little larger.
Okay, let's do it. What do I need to do for this spell? Same thing?
Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent.
Used for solving puzzles and surprising.
Is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully helped me demonstrate earlier. So, now the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Okay, here we go.
Nothing lucky about it.
This cannot be your first duel.
Let's just say
All my students.
Wow, you're pretty easy, buddy.
Try to anticipate your opponent's next
I just juggled him.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
He doesn't seem happy. But he also did just get beat, so oh no.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Got it.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Okay, well, let's talk to him.
Nice
He doesn't
work.
look very happy.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Ooh.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Fair
Wow.
enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Sounds intriguing.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Interesting. And we did all of that right. Like the professor was sort of in the room. Let's go. We're level 2. HP went up a bit. Okay. Now we go to the next place. Available side quests can be found inside regions of Hogwarts marked as flags and discovered by exploring the world. These quests reward XP but do not advance the storyline. Okay. So basically if I go here or here. Interesting. I just want to complete my first couple classes first. Then we will do the side quest. Yeah, well, it makes kind of a lot of sense being in Slytherin and then breaking the rules. Yeah, even though in the Harry Potter series, Gryffindor broke a couple rules themselves. Almost in every single movie.
It was an accident.
What was an accident? What the heck did you do? here. It's above the bathroom. Oh, back to the stairs. I didn't go all the way up. Well, so now we've got...
Professor
Wait.
Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Revelio.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
Can this thing tell me anything about it? No? Okay.
Fairies would agree, mind.
Okay, and let's start charm class.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right? Now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But
We don't have a
before
textbook.
we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
And there we go, our summoning spell.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Okay, I guess we're going outside. Okay. Forest.
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
What am I doing? Interesting.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. Accio, the trick is to pull... Excellent. Good.
Too far.
Don't lose your composure.
Okay, I get it.
Splendid.
Stop. Oh, a ball.
Very good. Points to Slytherin. But
Okay.
there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge?
Okay, so it's all about when I choose to let go.
You'll be the blues just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Guess so. All good. Wow. My turn. Stop, 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 come on! Let's go! Oh, it was so close.
The best of us.
She's gonna win. Also, she's an NPC. It's all based on whatever is in her code. She's gonna get 20 next, most likely, in order to beat her. Stop. I got points on the board, that's all that matters. 20, let me guess. 20? Or you're gonna knock mine forward? Perfect. Oh, that have been cool.
That is how it's done.
What, guaranteeing a 30?
Nicely done.
Did better than my practice thing. It won't get better unless I keep trying anyway.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
What now? What's changed now? Obstacles.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh! Hoo hoo hoo. Okay, my turn. What the heck was going on with that? Those people's that person's arms in the corner there. Oh. Oh. What a way to use them.
There we go.
That was a smart strategy. Now. Try and knock it out. Still got my 50 though. No, I'm blocking your way. Did you just cast through me? Are you okay, lady? Let's go. You hit that. Nice. 30 again. So if I get a 30, I tie. If I get a 50, I win. Oh, you've lost your points. Haha.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I mind.
And I win, right? Because she lost her points.
Oh, that was an execution.
So I win. Because you lost. Let's go. You would have won that if you would have just pulled it a little bit more.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Let's go.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Okay. Now, the key question, is the magic the same?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Spells cast without a wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Well, thank you for telling me.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Yep. Got it.
Of course, you can use
A word, if you would.
if you're so inclined.
Well,
can use it on
you'd
humans.
be using it on clothing, to be precise, Sebastian. You know it won't work on humans.
It won't work on humans. Got it.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Got it. Quest complete. Charms class.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Yes. Samantha Dale.
Hello. You wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
Oh, that's kind of you.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Kevin.
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling
I'm
lies.
not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't give Peeves a smack. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves, enough. You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Hephaestus Gore.
It wasn't boot and it wasn't flack, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
Well, that was interesting. So how do I activate them? Can I use... I can reveal. What do I do here? Think.
What was that for?
I'll figure out the puzzles later. So I've got 3 main spells, and then I've got Revelio. Interesting. Okay, let's see. Where are we going? Okay. Go in there. Professor Fig's classroom.
Because you had one victory over Salad.
Interesting, the stairs don't move much. Or maybe I just haven't unlocked that yet. Lot of stairs. Ooh, a cat. No, dog. Dog or cat? No, it's cat. It's a cat. That angle looked weird. Well, I think I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
If you want to leave a like, you can. And subscribe if you really want to. It's up to you. And thanks for watching. See you guys next time.